AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. Philly had a damn good offseason. Call it what you want. Like, it's not even talking, it's not fandom. Like, they had a damn good off season. They did. What they did to retool that roster, I ain't talking about the what's gonna happen, but what they did. You at what was the best going and getting Paul George, going and grabbing Caleb Martin, going and getting Andre Drummond, re-signing Kyle Lowry. Eric Gordon is there now, right? Like they did a lot of small things over there that's gonna matter when shit really matters. And they had a damn, like, collectively they had a damn good off season. I would say them and OKC for sure.
Okay, just real quick. So, no, I love all like brothers. Philadelphia offseason was overrated. Paul George is overrated.
We're not talking about that.
I'm like, Andre Drummond is dirt. Let's be for real. Caleb Martin, he ain't have a good season ever since. So to me, that was a fluke. And Kyle Lowry, you don't get out of here with that flea.
Yo,
those offseason acquisitions is trash, bro.
Hey, but let me ask you this, AllBall. Don't you think that they got better replacing Tobias Harris with Paul George? Paul George is going to be a third option for the first time in his career.
Who says he's going to be a third option?
What? What else
would you mean? What? Why would he be a third option? So you telling me right now Maxey is – hold on. Y'all telling me, I'm just asking y'all, the great basketball minds. Game on the line. Who are you putting the ball in the hands of? Maxey or Paul George?
How much time is left on the clock? How much time is left on the clock?
I don't care, Dom. I'm asking a simple question.
I care how much time is left on the clock.
There's no way in the world Maxey is taking a shot before Paul George.
There is a world. I think there is a world that Maxey takes a shot before Paul George. Like all this history, like you said, like we talk about.
Right. But say it like this. I think like this, AllBall. Who would you draw the play up for?
I would draw it up for Paul. Last play. Here's the difference, though. Paul George, for the last shot, I used to say this all the time when he was with us. For the last shot, I had him over Kawhi because he can get his shot off on anybody. Like, how often do you really see Paul get blocked? Like, you know what I mean? For a jump shot, he can get his shit off on anybody. He's got wiggle to his game, all that. But closing a game like last 5 minutes as a closer, no, he makes me nervous. I would rather have Maxey with the ball in his hands. But that's why I asked him how much time is left. Because last shot is different to me than closing completely.
But I think that whole closing thing, Flea, that having the last shot, you draw the last play for them, that feeds into ego. I know Paul George been around 3,000 blocks already, but that is the worry for how do you fit this team together. Eric Gordon's a great addition too, but I've never been big on him since he came out of. He didn't play for Ohio State. Who he played for?
Indiana.
He's a good shooter. Indiana. Like that's a good pickup to have, to have him out there to spread the floor for someone like Paul George. But
fuck out of here. I think it's
like
dirt, man. It's over, man.
Like Eric Gordon was in Phoenix. What did it really do?
Nothing.
I just think the fit for Philly's like, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You don't think the starting lineup isn't a good fit, Fabian? It's a very solid fit, in my opinion.
Who?
Philly.
They sound like another super team to me, ready for destruction.
They're a super team, but they have one guard, one wing, and one big. I think it's a nice balance.
So, all right. So, real quick. So they benches Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon, and Andre Drummond, and Caleb Martin.
That's not fantastic. That's not fantastic, but you have Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey. Listen,
I'm talking about what fits. They got Kelly Oubre too. Kelly had a great year last year.
Yes.
AllBall. By the way, going back to that, just because Paul George is a better option to take the last shot does not mean he's not the third option. He definitely is.
He's not the third option, Dom. You'll see.
He's better than Maxey?
Yeah. What are you talking about? Yes.
You're nuts. Out of your mind. And you're going to find out the hard way right now this season.
Tyrese Maxey is better. Hold on, because y'all two over there on the other ends is real quiet. Tyrese Maxey is better than Paul George now?
I'm
Yes.
saying,
Sorry.
bro, I'm talking about right now.
No,
I don't
Vasquez,
care
motherfucker. How
what
did you guys
Paul
see what he
George
just did against you guys in the playoffs? And you saw what Paul George did. 19 points.
Last year was the first time in forever I saw Paul George play over 70 games. He did that because it was a contract year. He played great last year, but I haven't seen him do jack shit before that. That was the season in OKC when he was like top 3 MVP. Those are the last 2 seasons that are like Maxey right now is all he's doing is ascending. We ain't see what Maxey just did in the playoffs against us.
Yeah, he lost in 6 games.
Yeah, and Paul George lost in 6 games, did not have a game 5 where he went absolutely nuts like that. Averaged 19 points. Averaged 19 points without Kawhi.
What was Paul George? Who was Paul George's sidekick in that first round?
Harden, and he played better than him.
No. I'm asking a simple question. Okay, now Harden, who everybody gave up on, including you, Dom. So don't jump on the Harden bandwagon now. You didn't like him.
No. I don't fuck with Harden at all. Still,
right, hold on.
But I'm telling you what he did in the playoffs.
Who was Maxey's sidekick?
But Maxey is the sidekick.
MVP, right?
Maxey is the sidekick.
Okay,
But Joel Embiid missed 40 games.
Maxey is and kept them in playoff contention.
Maxey,
he
almost took him out of playoff contention.
Maxey had his guy. Maxey had his guy alongside of him. Paul George didn't. Y'all,
but I don't care.
So
about
does that give Paul George
Maxey is gonna get better? Paul George is not gonna get better.
It doesn't even. Flea, it doesn't even matter if he's going to get better or not because right now he's still not as good as Maxey. I'm telling you, Maxey.
But hold on, but I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose the point. I think the point is Paul George still has to fit in there, and he better not act like he's a second option. There's a lot of chances that happen. Hold on. James Harden was there, and I'm sitting there going, Maxey's better than him. Why is he doing all that? The whole offense stagnates with Harden in the game. All that pocket pass, and they read right through it. Maxey was getting better than him back then. So all I think the point is, the stronger point would be, bro, I don't know if Paul George, if he can just play third option.
In the first round with Harden and with Maxey. Get out of here, man. What? Maxey ain't better than no Paul George.
Who do you think Paul George is right now?
He's better than Maxey.
No, he's not. Maxey gets to the rim at will. He gets 2 feet in the paint whenever he wants.
So let me ask you a question, OG. Let me ask you a question. Paul George is better than Jalen Brunson right now?
Hell no.
Yeah, you guys are.
No.
Yeah.
And hold on. And Maxey ain't better than Jalen Brunson either.
So see, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I can't hear it. You bugging right now.
Yeah, all right. When it comes to Brunson, leave that alone.
Because I wanted to put it right there.
Brunson best player in the NBA right now. That's a fact.
Okay, but listen. Paul George, Fabian, like you're acting like this guy is gonna come in and he thinks he's so great. Bro, he is passive as hell. He took 16 shots a game without Kawhi in the playoffs. Bro, AllBall making excuses because Kawhi's not there. Does that give him a right to only shoot 16 shots?
I get what you're saying. I'm not. That's not thought. I understand what you're saying, but to say Maxey is better than Paul George because y'all brought up the playoffs. You said, look what Maxey did in the playoffs and
in the regular season. He was better too.
Once again, I understand what you're saying, but right now, it's nowhere in the world you telling me I don't believe y'all. Maxey's a better basketball player than Paul George. He's not. I don't care what.
I'm taking Tyrese Maxey over Paul George.
I'm not taking neither one.
Yeah.
But
that's fine. But
it's okay.
If they're pick, I got to pick them off the baseline. Give me Maxey before I pick Paul George.
And it's never been about Paul George's ability. It's always been his effort. And he was getting mad emotional once again last year. He played 70 games, but he even came out like, after the trade negotiations, and come on, get him. I don't want that on my team, but that emotional wreck could lead him to think he's the second best player on the team for whatever reason. That's quite possible.
I think he'll only start complaining if he's not getting enough touches or shots after then they start losing some games. But I don't think he's going to come in with that kind of attitude at all. And he's very easy to play with if we're being real. In terms of him moving off the ball, working quickly off the catch, any coach would like to have Paul George to have in their offense, to me.
At this juncture, he needs to accept whatever role is best for the team. And if not being the second option on the team is the best role for you on the team, the point in your career, we boosting you up still off of shit that you did years ago. But like AllBall loves to stand on, championships. This dude ain't won shit yet either. So what you come into Philly to think you the second option, and if that doesn't work, things are gonna have to change if you want to win. And they
real
set
quick,
that team up to win. Like Paul
real
George
quick,
better
Flea.
not come over here thinking he's second to Embiid. Don't do it.
Who's helping Paul George on the rotation? Batum, to me, it was better than Oubre on defense. They got a lot of guys out. Who's the defenders now?
Too. They kept him
No,
too.
Batum was he's in the Clippers. He went back to
home,
LA.
Oh, they came back to LA. Yeah.
That's a major loss.
We're very excited about that.
I like Batum. Even when I was watching Oubre, I'm like, yeah, he's a big body, but Brunson gets right by him. I'm not impressed with Oubre like that. Who's playing defense? Eric Gordon? Who's defending for the Philadelphia 76ers? Remember, Embiid's out for 50 games. You already know that.
Okay, I'll say that Paul's not bad at defense. He's just not as high effort on a nightly basis like he used to be, but he can still defend,
Okay,
not the best player, but the second.
Let's see him try to defend my guy Brunson.
No, he won't do that. It's going to be Kelly Oubre all the time when you play each other. Anyway.
That's old.
And we're going to torch him. And we're going to torch him.
Hey,
barbecue. What you say, Flea? I missed it.
I got to run it a bit.
Now, hold on, fellas. All these bums Philly got, you still feel like they got the best offseason?
Not yet. I think collectively, what they did they got a way better team than they had last year.
Okay.
I just don't think there's another team that added to their team to make them like way better. Maybe guys will get healthy like us. Our Knicks, Julius Randle coming back, and the piece and the Bridges piece is insane, right? It changes everything for us.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.